problematic Percy. One day, the Fat Controller wasn't feeling very good, so the station master was asked to help Percy with the jobs. He got out of his car and walked up to him. "Good morning, Percy," the station master began. "The Fat Controller is feeling under the weather and wants you to help with the jobs today." Percy beamed from buffer to buffer. "Your driver will take this list of jobs. It has the engine's name and their occupation for the day." Percy's driver showed him the jobs. Percy overflowed with excitement. Percy was chuffing along the main line to find James when he saw him sitting on a siding. Percy screeched to a stop.
"James, what are you doing here?"
"I don't really know. What do you want?" James asked.
"Well, I'm here to tell you what you're supposed to do."
Percy looked back at his driver.
"Sir, what is he supposed to do?"
Percy's driver stepped out and walked to his front. He unfolded the paper to find that the words were smudged. His driver gasped. Percy." He showed him the note. Percy's jaw dropped and his face went pale.
"What will we ever do?"
"We can always go back and ask for a new paper," his driver added.
"I don't want to bother the Fat Controller. We'll be fine,"
Percy said nervously. James was beginning to get cross. "Are you ever going to tell me what to do or not?" Percy jumped. You're supposed to..." Percy thought and thought until he thought of something.
"You need to take the local."
"Yes, the local," replied Percy. James was skeptical but thought nothing of it. "The local sounds fun." James ran off. Percy was worried. His driver more than more. James pulled into Knapford Station with the coaches used for the local. But the station master realized that James wasn't meant to be the engine at the platform. He was confused, so he walked up to him. "James, what are you doing here?" "Percy said that I was meant to take the local, although he is the last engine that I'd listen to," James groaned. Doug reached up next to James. "Exactly what do you think you're doing here?" Doug announced. James sighed. "I'm here because Percy doesn't know what he's doing." The station master gave James a cold stare. "I'm sure it wasn't his fault. The heat in his cab probably smudged the pen. I know what everyone's supposed to do. I'm certain I could help one of you track him down." "Not it!" interrupted James. Doc rolled his eyes. He looked at the station master. "You shouldn't leave the platform, sir. But if you give me another list of the jobs, I can find Percy and give it to him. It would be much easier if you just went to find the engines rather than Percy." "But what do I know?" James muttered to himself. The station master beamed. He ran to write up another list of jobs. He soon came running back and walked over the tracks to Doc's cab. His driver received the paper and he walked up to Doc. "Your driver has the list of jobs. Go off and find Percy." "Please be quick," the station master stressed. Doc smiled. "That won't be a problem." The station master smiled as Doc ran off to find Percy. Doc raced down branch lines and rattled across huge bridges to find Percy. Meanwhile, Percy was having troubles of his own. He had told Emily the wrong job and he couldn't find any of the other engines. He came to a stop and looked back at his driver. "Maybe we should just go back and ask for a new list." "Good idea, Percy," his driver called back. "Just as soon as we can find a loop line or a turntable." And then, that's when both Percy and his driver saw Duck. Duck screeched to a stop. "Duck, we've been looking for you." "And I've been looking for you. My driver has a new list of jobs for you," Doc said to Percy as their drivers traded papers. "I'm sorry, Doc. I should have just gone to get another paper rather than making you chase after me," Percy pouted. Doc smiled at Percy. "It's not your fault. It happens to the best of us." Percy's driver looked at the list and chuckled. James is supposed to be doing the polar opposite of the job you gave him, his driver laughed. Everyone laughed happily. That evening at Tidmouth Sheds, all the engines were congratulating Percy for his hard work, all but James. Of course I'm the only one here who didn't do anything right, James complained. Doug rolled his eyes. I had to do your horrible job, so I wouldn't be complaining if I were you. James looked Doug up and down. Percy felt ashamed about what happened with James. I'm sorry I messed up your day, James, but I've never done anything like this before, and I was feeling stressed, Percy said sadly. It's fine, Percy. And I should know better than to say that to you. You did a good job today. I'm sorry for being so rude to you, Percy, James repented. Thanks, James. Thank you all for being such good friends. Everyone cheered for Percy, whistles and bells sounding everywhere as Percy fell asleep under the warm moonlit sky.